Hello, good evening. In this session, we will look at different pranayams that could bring change in our daily life. And today, with the global challenges that we are experiencing, I think pranayam has a great role to play in our lives. I have been teaching and practicing yoga for a few years, for the last 10-15 years, and I have personally experienced a lot of benefits by this practice of pranayam. And in this set of videos, I am planning to give my insights, my practice, my way of teaching Kriya Yoga, and how this Kriya Yoga pranayam can help a lot of people, like all the subscribers or the viewers around. I'm just thinking through this, and I'm just trying to give you all this 6 to 7 pranayam sets, a series of videos, which could definitely bring in a lot of changes in our lives. So, before we get into pranayam, it's good to know what does pranayam is all about. Prana is the life force, the energy that is living within us, and yama is the control. So pranayam is just to control and channelize the life force that is within us. And what can this life force can do is, I'm sure the life force can bring in a lot of changes in us. To say few examples or the benefits of it is, it can bring you a lot of calmness within. And people who want to have changes in their lives through effective meditation, pranayam is the platform for it. It is the foundation for it. Now, I'll start with the first pranayam, which is Shuddhi type of pranayam, which is to cleanse our systems. Here in this set of videos, I will be able to give you cleansing, intensifying, and then stabilizing kind of pranayams. Cleansing is, I'll give you 2 set of pranayams, which is the Ardha Shuddhi and the Purna Shuddhi. Ardha Shuddhi and Purna Shuddhi involves all your cleansing, which cleanses your systems gradually, it cleanses your lungs, cleanses your whole nadis inside us. I'm sure every pranayam will do, but this focus of Ardha Shuddhi and Purna Shuddhi is only for that. And the third one is Vastrika pranayam, which is slightly intensifying. Fourth one would be Nadi Shuddhi, which I want to give you. Nadi Shuddhi is the alternative kind of breathing. And the fifth one would be Kapalabhati, which is enhancing your head, your brain, which is a slightly intensifying practice. And the last but not least, would be Brahmahari pranayam, which is to give a lot of Brahmahari pranayam is the humming pranayam, which is humming with the sound of Om, or breathing like the bees. Kind of this Brahmahari pranayam is another one pranayam that could transform and bring in a lot of internal balance, could relieve stress so quickly. So this is the set of pranayam that we are going to discuss in this series of videos. But we will also have few ground rules when we practice any pranayam. Number one, it is always, I don't have big ground rules while practicing pranayam through my experience. One would be, it's always good to keep your stomach empty when we practice pranayam. 2 hours of emptiness after your food or meals or drinking something heavily. So it's always good to keep your belly empty so that your practice will be much more profound. It will be profound for your body. It will be much more beneficial for your body. And the second important, whenever you practice, have a smile on your face. Smile will bring you a lot of enhancement in your practice. And breathe with your practice. I would say live and breathe. Every breath should be lived, because we don't cherish our breath. Though breath is given for free, we don't cherish it, and we take it for so granted. And that is why we see the importance of every count of breath these days. So start valuing your breath. So these 2 things I would always say. and stay grateful for your breath. That is something that I always say for all the students or the aspirants of yoga. I would always say these three things: keep your stomach as empty, keep your mind as much prepared, have the smile on your face, smile with your body, something that I always say in my classes, and then live your breath. Every breath should be lived. You should not have this unconscious way of breathing. Try to have this conscious way of breathing. And the last but not least, be a little grateful for each and every breath of yours. So stay thankful for yourself from your heart, from your mind, and then you will see the value it can create within yourself. Thank you. Om Kriya Baba. Thank you. In this video, we will see how cleansing is very essential for us. This first video of pranayam from the yoga series from this channel is about Shuddhi pranayam. The first pranayam is Ardha Shuddhi. Ardha Shuddhi cleanses your both the right half and your left half of your lungs. It cleanses your breathing, the nostril and the breathing pipe, these areas, and it gives you a sense of enhancement in your breathing. You will experience this through practice, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced this, and a lot of people have told it has created miracles for them. But trust the process. As you practice, believe that every pranayam can bring in a change inside you, and then start doing it. Do not do without the belief inside the practice. Okay, so I'll first start the Ardha Shuddhi. The best way to keep your fingers closed, is like this. So you can use your thumb finger to close your right nostril and your ring finger or the second finger to close your left nostril. Do not use this left hand unless your right hand experiences some pain. It's always good to use your right thumb finger and your second finger to close your right and left nostril. In this practice of Ardha Shuddhi, I'll first start inhaling through both the nostrils. I'll close my right nostril and I will exhale through the left nostril. So this would be done 7 times. Inhale through both the nostrils, closing your right nostril and exhale through your left nostril. So this would be a practice. 1 round involves 7 counts. Inhale through both the nostrils, close your right nostril, exhale through your left nostril 7 times, and then we'll switch it to the left side. Close your left nostril, inhale through both the nostrils, close your left nostril and exhale. So this way we'll do it 7 times. Let's go with the practice. I'll first do the centering practice before I start any pranayam or any meditation. Centering or the grounding practice will always help you bring your mind to your body, increases your consciousness and your purpose with the practice. It's always good to take 3 to 4 deep breaths as much as you can through both the nostrils. You can have the smile on your face as much as you can. Smile with your body. Observe the energy of your body as well. Breath is sufficient for me. You can take 4 or even 10 deep breaths to bring in your mind so that you are centered, you are connected with yourself. Centering is connecting your mind from all the distractions that you were involved in to bring you and to make you much more focused with the practice. Inhale through both the nostrils. Close your right nostril and exhale with the left nostril. Number 1. Inhale through both the nostrils. Close your right nostril. Exhale with your left nostril. The deeper you inhale, the slower you exhale always. 3rd time. Close your right nostril. Exhale with your left nostril. Once the 7 rounds of practice is done for your left nostril, take a break, center yourself again to neutralize your systems. Take a deep inhalation and exhalation through both the nostrils open. Now let's switch to the right side. Inhale through both the nostrils. Close your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. So we'll have to do it 7 times. During the practice of pranayama, I've seen a lot of people rushing with each inhalation and exhalation. That's not the right way to do it. Again, how do we say it is the right way is the better way of practicing your inhalation and exhalation is, remember, an inhalation will have to completely circulate inside your mind, inside your whole body, whole system. That is essential way of, or that is the right way of breathing. Inhale as much as you can so that it should completely circulate inside your body, and then you'll have to slowly exhale. I always remember my master saying it, be a little miser when you exhale. Don't rush to exhale, because inhalation should complete its purpose. But when we work or when we do any other work, while you are at kitchen, while you are sitting in front of a laptop or writing something, if you observe, your inhalation would be so shallow, and that is why we have this shallow system inside us. So the deeper you inhale, you will find the calming effect inside you. You will find your brain much more active than usual way of working, and then you will see the outcomes happening inside your daily life. And also, don't give stress on your neck. I've seen people inhaling like this. It's not the right way. Inhale, that's why I always say, smile, inhale, and feel grateful. Automatically you will find a little stress-free while you practice. So this is how I do Shuddhi, the Ardha Shuddhi practice to cleanse your system. This is the first pranayam for the day. Thank you. Welcome to the second video of this pranayam series. In this video, we will look into Shuddhi practice, another form of Shuddhi practice. And in this practice, we will see Purna Shuddhi. Purna Shuddhi is, in the previous video, we would have noticed Ardha Shuddhi, it is cleansing half of your systems, breathing systems. In Purna Shuddhi, in this video, we will see it can cleanse your whole system, top half at least, and sometimes through the maturity of our practice, you can even see your brain, your whole system, your lungs, your thyroid, everything getting cleansed, and that comes through a lot of days of practice. But for a beginner, I would say you can start doing this. You will see experiencing that the dust that accumulate inside us through the pollution that we experience, and the pollen that gets hidden inside through gardening. Those who do gardening routinely, they may have this inhaling pollens. So all those things, dust, pollen, and other smoke and other things that could be accumulated inside our system, Shuddhi practice, again like I say, Shuddhi, Purna Shuddhi pranayam will help us cleansing this efficiently. And let us get to see how Purna Shuddhi is demonstrated here. Purna Shuddhi, again, it is an easy way of doing it. We'll have to do it 7 times. Inhale through both the nostril, exhale through your mouth. Nothing. Inhale through both the nostril as much as you can. And remember to breathe with a smile on your face. Remember to breathe with the life in your practice and feel grateful for each and every breath when you inhale it. And exhale like this. Remember, a pressure cooker that exhales like this, or the seashore. If you can relate to the sound inside you, you'll have to do it simply while exhaling, while doing this practice of Purna Shuddhi. Inhale through both the nostrils. Exhale through your mouth. And a quick checkpoint. When we do this inhalation, inhale, and you can keep your palm on your belly, on your stomach, and see whether your inhalation is happening in a deeper way. Inhale like this and see whether your stomach is coming out, and as you exhale, see whether your stomach is pulling in. Inhale, exhale, exhale till your last breath. Inhale and exhale in this way. It is just to check whether your inhalation and exhalation is happening naturally. Then you can keep your palm on your knees and then do it. Okay, it is just a checkpoint to see whether your inhalation and your exhalation is natural. Now let's get into the practice 7 times. Inhale. And relax. After 7 deep breath is over, take relaxation, relax yourself gently, and stretch yourself gently, and then relax. This is more than enough to complete this Purna Shuddhi. Few precautions I always have observed, and I would like to suggest while practicing this Purna Shuddhi is, I've seen people giving a lot of stress on their stomach, and a checkpoint is, if you had any surgery that is done at the bottom of your stomach, like hernia or any C-section surgery, please be a little careful about it. Don't give too stress on your stomach, okay? Because it could open up the stitches as well sometimes. So don't give too much stress. Remember to have this confidence. If you are confident about it, then you can start doing it. With all the, I'm sure the benefits will definitely follow while with the practice of Purna Shuddhi. But it's always good to check your physician or your personal doctors to see whether it is good or you're good to go with the practice. And I'm sure there's no other benefits that you will, no other harmful effects that you will experience with this practice. I'm sure it will create immense cleansing. I've experienced, I've suffered from asthma, and I've seen this creating a lot of progress inside me while I do this Shuddhi practices, Ardha Shuddhi and the Purna Shuddhi. Thank you. Hello. In this video, we will see Bhastrika Pranayam, an interesting pranayam that we yoga practitioners and other aspirants, yoga aspirants, have benefited through practice. And Bhastrika Pranayam has a lot of phenomenal effects. But while I started practicing Kriya Yoga, I've always warned by my teacher, my guru Anandanji always tells us when we move to the intense practices like Bhastrika, Kapalabhati and other forms of intense breathing, Please be confident about your earlier breathing forms, the Shuddhi. How good are you able to inhale? How deeper is your inhalation and how deeper is your exhalation? If your inhalation and exhalation is even shallow through the process, I'm sure Bhastrika will not help you. But if through practice, this will definitely give you a lot of benefits. And to see a quick benefit about Bhastrika is it will intensify your brain's way of working. It will intensify the supply of oxygen towards your head. And Bhastrika enhances your lungs capacity. Again, a precaution which I would say before practicing Bhastrika Pranayam is surgeries and people who experience lower back pain or had some surgery on the spine or on the bottom spinal cord. It's good to refrain from practices like this unless you get a go ahead from your physician. So let's move on to the Bhastrika Pranayam. I'll just first show you different forms of Bhastrika. I've seen people practicing Bhastrika Pranayam like this. And they have the tendency to move their body. So I would like to simplify in this Bhastrika priming form of practice. You can keep your hands like this. As we inhale up, inhale as deeper as you can and exhale, blow the air through your mouth. Okay, and when you come down, close. Keep your fist like this. Okay, go up, open your palm, come down, fist close. Okay, this would be the first level of Bhastrika Pranayam practice, the priming one. I have a natural tendency of closing my eyes while practicing because it naturally brings back me with myself and it gives me much more benefit through the practice. So let's see in Bhastrika Pranayam, the priming one which we are going to do now, we will do it 15 rounds continuously. Okay, and I would suggest everyone to do at their own pace. Do not have to do or do not have to force to do much more faster. Okay, it's not advised. See what is your body's pace. Listen to your body always while you practice and then do it. I'm sure the benefits, immense benefits are there through practice. I'm sure everything will come through practice and the consistency is built. I'm trying to center myself. Inhale as deeper. This is my pace. And after the 15th round is over, I have a tendency to close my eyes, center myself, bring my thoughts, settle down here for a few minutes, for a few seconds. Just see and observe and listen to your body, what is on. You will find intense heartbeat. You will find your breathing gets intensifying. You can even observe a slight rise in pressure inside on your head. But don't get scared. It is slightly intensifying your body's oxygen intake and inhalation and exhalation gets slightly intensified. Nothing to worry. Just smile and feel it. It's good to remain in this mode for at least a minute, 1 to 2 minutes after Bhastrika Pranayam, so you will feel the benefits. And with intense practice, I always say to increase the count to 15 to 13 a week, 30 to 45 and 2 a minute. So it always helps us and it strengthens your lungs capacity. Inhalation and exhalation is intensified and then your lungs will open up completely. Okay, you will not experience any blocks. I'm sure you will have good level of thoughts will slowly increase. And as I said, be precautious. If you have high blood pressure, be a little aware that get a doctor's suggestion while practicing such kind of pranayams. Okay, thank you.